Hello and welcome to Dimsy's Domain. Now this is my Dragon Ball Super episode 55 raw review. Now I like the episode. Well, it's not as good as it should have been. Let me give you a quick synopsis of the episode. So it starts off with Goku being summoned to meet Zeno. Now of course you got the whole hilarity in terms of Beerus and the Kaioshins thinking, oh, why the hell would Zeno want to meet Goku, and they warn Goku to behave himself, etc. There's a bit of comedy there. Now when Goku does go to Zeno's realm, before that we find out and confirm, as the manga stated, that the Kaioshins and the Hakaioshins, the god of destruction and the gods of creation, come in a pair. So if the Kaioshins die, so does Beerus pretty much. So that's food for thought later on. That means that Majin Buu almost killed Beerus in the past. Bang, fast forward to when they go to Zeno's realm and we meet that new Whis life form like character, and he's called Dai-Shinkan. I'm not really completely sure of his name, and he's absolutely super strong. He's the top 5 fighters, strongest fighters of all time, and even Whis is no match for him. Top 5, that means there are at least 5 more fighters which are far more stronger than Whis. So that is once again something to think of. And this new character is the Grand Priest or something. Herms98 on Twitter will confirm it later, so we have to wait for that, but probably is going to be the Grand Priest. Now the Omni-King, as I stated in my predictions video, that the Omni-King, Zeno-sama, just wants to play with Goku. He wants a friend. Think about it. He's a lonely guy. He comes across as a very childlike, innocent character, and of course he's gonna want a friend. Now when Goku does remark and say, look, I'm gonna call you Zen-chan, a name for endearment, the two bodyguards absolutely lose it. They're like, what the hell? Even Supreme Kai, who's on the floor kneeling before Zeno, he's like, what the hell are you doing? And then Zeno-sama shows a glimmer of him being serious, saying, stop right there. And then you see the absolute terror on everyone else's faces. Zeno then gives Goku a little button which summons him at any time, and Goku then convinces Zeno for him to go back, because remember, the time machine is complete and they want to go back. Now in terms of the time machine, Trunks is still sleeping from the training he did with Vegeta, but they're going to return to the future later on, and they do in the episode later on. But before that, there's a little chunk with Zamasu and Gowasu in the episode where we see once again that the inhabitants of planet Barbary they're not impressing Zamasu that mortals are worth saving. And long story short, whilst witnessing the absolute savagery, the barbaric nature of these beings, one of them tries to attack Zamasu, and Zamasu cuts him up with this special power, this power which made the whole scene inverted, and he just cut him up. One thing I want to know about this sequence, this little scene, the whole scene regarding Barbary, is it showed a very savage landscape. We saw a lot of blood, we saw people broken up, well, those things broken up into pieces, death, and it's kind of surprising to see that on a Saturday morning show. That makes Gowasu ask for the Kaioshin earrings back, and once again he's demoted. They have their little tea party once again, and here's the thing, and this is what makes me think that, is the foreshadowing too heavy? They're talking and you can see pink roses, the roses are all flowing down as they're speaking with each other. You see the tea getting darker. Now one thing to note is that black, Buraku, maybe I'm butchered the name, Buraku, black, in Japanese means dark. Yu-Gi-Oh, he's called Black Magician, and down here we call him Dark Magician. So we see the tea going dark, going black. Come on, the roses, the tea going black. Is the foreshadowing too heavy to suggest that Zamasu is black, or Zamasu will turn into black? Please don't tell me that's the case, because that is going to be kind of piss-taking, since the foreshadowing is far too heavy. Come on, let's hope this is a red herring, and hopefully they kind of give us a curveball and give us something we do not expect. By the end of that conversation, we see that Zamasu wants to eradicate all evil. What he classes as evil is similar to what Black classes as evil, pretty much humans, not mortals. Whereas Gowasu says that no, we need a balance between good and evil, and at the end Zamasu says just observing is a sin. So will we see Zamasu murder Gowasu later on down the line in the next episode, the next 2 or 3 episodes? Let's see. I do like the whole the juxtaposition of having present day and then future potential Zamasu. It's kind of nice to see his development, but once again the development is far too on the nose, it's far too clear and obvious. Now it ends with Goku, Vegeta and future Trunks going to the future, and Trunks finds Mai's hat, thinking, oh crap, where's Mai? We see Goku stumble out the time machine, of course, clumsy Goku, and you see the human faction, the resistance, pointing their guns at Goku, and they shot some stuff at him, of course mistaking him for Black. So it's going to be very similar to when Trunks kind of lashed out at Goku. It's gonna be probably resolved in the next episode, within the next 1 or 2 minutes, and they're gonna meet Mai, and she's gonna keep them up to date. And yes, so make sure you check out my predictions video tomorrow. In terms of the episode itself, I really did like the beginning where Beerus is absolutely anxious, and you could even see Whis is quite serious, and it kind of sets the scene. Although it's laced in comedy, it really is quite a serious issue and mind-boggling for those characters, for Goku to be summoned. And the artwork, for the most part, was really good. I do like how a lot of the things were drawn, especially in the first portion. It's kind of weird when they went to the future, the artwork went a bit weird, and they kind of went off model. Now, it was, as I said earlier, quite a brutal showing whilst in Planet Barbary, and I do like that. And this is just me, but the new character, this Grand Priest, sounded weird. He has such a deep voice. I'm assuming he had such a deep voice for such a small, childlike looking character. And it's also nice to see the two bodyguards that are side by side next to Zeno kind of show a lot of emotion. You imagine them to be very stoic, but they kind of showed a sense of protection. Of course, they are very protective, and anger when Goku remarked, "Let me call you Zen-chan," and then absolute fear when Zeno looked at them and said, "Stop." So this episode was good. It wasn't the best. It was kind of underwhelming in terms of not much happened. But yeah, anyway guys, that's been my review. Make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. Check out my Digimon videos and my other Zeno theories, and there's going to be a few more theory videos coming out soon, so stay tuned for that. You may now exit Dimsy's domain. Thank you and goodbye. Take care.